Hello.
Yes, sir.
Visible now clearly?
Yes, sir.
Ah, okay.
Yes, sir. Now it's clear.
Okay. Right. Drawbacks of Rutherford's model.
So how many models of atoms are there?
We have two more models of atoms.
So this one is also wrong.
Yeah, this is also having limitations.
Is there anything without any limitations?
No, all having limitations.
So which one should be considered?
In modern atomic model, we are considering two laws. Those only correct laws. Lastly, I will give you those. Heisenberg uncertainty principle and de Broglie's wavelength. Those both are correct. Okay, see here, first one is inability to explain the stability of atom.
So but the scientists told that the stability was because that nucleus was completely positive, electrons was revolving, but electrons was revolving, so the it's stable only, right?
No, the electrons are not stable. According to Rutherford model, it should have to fall in nucleus. Then atom should
So it is
collapse.
attracted towards nucleus.
Nucleus, yeah, that's what electrons
is-
should fall into the nucleus.
It is rotating, sir, so it has centrifugal force which repels.
So he is given that there is a two forces. One is attractive forces towards nucleus. One is centrifugal force, outside forces. That what electron is revolving around the nucleus.
Yes,
But
sir.
this is not correct.
Okay.
Because this is a charged particle. That's the problem. Even Earth also revolving around Sun. Yes, but Earth is not falling into the Sun because Earth and Sun both don't have any charges. Maybe magnetic forces are there, but there is no charge. But here electron and nucleus having charge. That's the difference. Okay. Inability to explain stability of atom. So just see explanation for this. This is the nucleus. So electron is revolving here. So electron is charged particle. Nucleus also charged particle. When any charged particle is moving in the field of oppositely charged field, it should have to lose energy continuously in the form of electromagnetic radiation, and it have to fall into the nucleus by following spiral path. Okay, by this way electron should fall into the nucleus, then atom should get collapse. But in reality it's not happening. This was not able to explain by Rutherford model of atom. Okay. Next drawback is inability to explain the line spectra of the element. Inability to explain line spectra of an element. So you have to know what is the line spectra. I think if you observe on your notebooks, on your pen, some barcode is giving. Do you know? Lines like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, did you observe that? Lines are giving.
Yes, sir.
On pen or even notebooks. So, but that is not a line spectra. Elements are also showing this kind of line spectra. So each element is characterized by of its own line spectra. See, however, we have thumbprints, different people say different persons having different thumbprints. So like this, elements also having different line spectrums. So some elements gives maybe closer lines. Some element may give 3 lines. In this 2 lines, 3 lines, 2 lines are closer, 1 line is far apart. And some element is giving like this line spectra. So different way. Each element is characterized by of its own line spectra. That line spectrum is not able to explained by Rutherford model of atom. Okay, next one. Inability to describe distribution of electrons and energy of electrons. And energy of electrons. So he is saying center is the nucleus, electrons are revolving in circular path. Okay, but how many electrons are there in particular orbit? That is not explained by Rutherford model of atom. So actually first shell having only 2 electrons, second shell having 8 electrons. So this one is not able to explain by Rutherford model of atom. Just he said electrons are revolving around the nucleus only, but how many electrons are present in first shell, second shell, third shell, this is not able to explain. Okay, note down these 3 limitations.
Done, sir.
Yes, all of you completed?
1 minute, sir. Yes, sir.
So,
Tell me.
sir, I had some network issues. So, could you tell what happened?
So this only, the drawbacks of Rutherford model of atom is there, no? That only I gave now. That is the limitations of Rutherford model of atom.
Okay, sir.
So note down the 3 points.
Okay, sir.
No, sir.
So we have to only write these 3 points, right?
Yeah, only the 3 point.
Yes, sir, done.
All of you.
Yes, sir. Done.
So that's Trishala
Done,
completed.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now subheading developments leading to the Bohr's model of atom. Developments leading to the Bohr's model of atom.
So as soon as Rutherford proposed this model, it was rejected.
No, it's not completely wrong. He's proved now that atom having the nucleus at the center. So
That's like
that is okay. Tell me. No, no, no,
if
no.
we
No,
if we
because
suppose
uh,
if we suppose proved it like 1 year ago, then did they disapprove it
no, no, no.
readily or after some years?
After some years,
Okay, because that to be sure.
yeah, few years, this is only believed that this is only true theory,
Okay, sir.
Rutherford model of atom. First, they believed correct theory is J. Thomson model of atom, but it having some limitations now. That's why
Yes,
that's
sir.
not then proved that after few years they known it is a wrong theory. The correct theory is they believed means in the during the 18th century, all believed Rutherford model of atom is correct, but it is also having some limitation that is known after some years.
Okay.
Development leading to the Bohr's model of atom. That means how Bohr's model of atom is developed. What are the factors supported to develop the Bohr's model of atom? Okay, just listen on point.
Yes, sir.
Just now only I told about line spectra of element. These are lines like this. So you know each element is characterized by of its own line spectra. So each element having of its different line spectra. So this was it was not able to explain by Rutherford model of atom. So first, to understand this line spectra of an element, we must have to know the nature of light. Think you see in hospitals, they are giving some scanning reports. Especially that name is MRI scan.
Yes, sir.
You did
CRT.
listen that? Yeah, MRI scan and also
X-ray.
X-ray is okay, fine. And it's like this only. Peaks will comes.
ECG.
ECG, okay, correct. ECG. So, however, here giving, so same element also giving like this type of line spectra. So even here also involved is electrical energy. I mean electromagnetic
Electrical
waves.
impulse.
Electromagnetic waves, right? Here also involves electromagnetic waves. So finally, it is a link to light. So to understand this line spectra of element, we must have to know about nature of light. So to explain this nature of light, two theories we have. One is electromagnetic wave theory. Electromagnetic wave theory and Planck's quantum theory. These two theories were here. So with the advent of electromagnetic wave theory, then it known because of this electromagnetic wave theory only they explained some line spectra of element, but not fully, somewhat. They know now Bohr's model of atom having some limitations. To explain these limitations, then the scientist Bohr given of its Bohr's model of atom. So this is able to explain almost all the limitations of Rutherford model of atom. Okay, so first of all, to understand this line spectra of element, we must have to know nature of light. So now we will see about electromagnetic wave theory. After that, Planck quantum theory, then I will explain what is Bohr's model of atom. Let's write two points about this. It is observed that, so write as a paragraph. It is observed that all elements give characteristic line spectra all elements give characteristic line spectra which could not explained on the basis of Rutherford model of atom. In order to understand line spectrum, it is essential to understand the nature of light. It is essential to understand the nature of light.
Done, sir.
Continuation, right, which in turn was explained first on the basis of electromagnetic wave theory. And then by Planck's quantum theory. So further, a new model of atom called Bohr's model of atom was put forward. This model of atom was able to explain the drawbacks of Rutherford model of atom. And main lines of of the hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum, write this. Underline this: Planck quantum theory, electromagnetic wave theory, and here Bohr's model of atom.
Sir, can you explain the Planck quantum theory and electromagnetic?
Yeah. Now I will explain that only. Next concept is about those only.
Okay, ma'am.
After
Sure.
explaining those, we'll move to Bohr's model of atom.
Okay.
So can you please wait?
Okay, note down all of you.
Done.
Done, sir.
All of you completed?
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Could you wait?
Hello?
Done, sir.
Right. Put subheading electromagnetic wave theory. Okay, listen. This electromagnetic wave theory was put forward by the scientist Maxwell. Don't write, later I will give you notes. Given by the Maxwell in 1864. In the year 1864, he given electromagnetic wave theory. So what are the main points under this theory? The first point is the radiation or the energy source which is emitted, that is in the continuation form. Suppose from the bulb, or when you heat the filament in bulb, there is a filament, right? When you heat that filament
sir.
electrically or by direct heating, however the way, if you heat at high temperature, some radiation is coming out. That radiation we are calling radiant energy. So the radiation which is coming out from the not only bulb, anything you may take, even radiation which is coming from the sun, and radiation coming from any bulb, or when you heat any kind of metal, but high temperature, not normal temperature, heating at high temperature. So from those, some radiations are coming out. Those radiations we are calling radiant energy. And this radiation also comes continuously. That's important word, ma. According to Maxwell theory, radiation is coming in continuation form, because we have another theory, Planck's quantum theory. Their radiation is coming discontinuously. According to that theory, according to this theory, radiation comes out continuously. So that is also in the form of waves like this. Radiation coming out in the form of, tell me.
Sir, are these radiations are continuous? So they'll remain only as long as that source of energy is there.
Yeah. As long as source is available, then only. Otherwise, how it comes?
Okay.
So as long as bulb is glowing, then only radiation comes out. Otherwise, not possible. So radiation is comes continuation form, continuously, in the form of waves. That is main point. According to Rutherford, the radiation which is coming out from the source is continuous in form, and this radiation we are calling radiant energy. Next, so this radiant energy is associated with electric field and magnetic field. That's why only we are calling the word electromagnetic wave. So that radiation is nothing but wave only. That wave is associated with the electric field and magnetic field. This electric field, magnetic field, both are perpendicular to each other to the propagation of direction of the radiation. So suppose radiation is moving in this direction. Electric field is suppose like this. I'll draw. This is suppose electric field. See, up and down field is. Now magnetic field is like this, front and back. I think somewhat difficult to draw this in 3D model. This is.
So the down part comprises both electric field and magnetic field.
No, not combined. That is, both are perpendicular to each other. So here unable to draw in 3D. I will try.
So top part it is for electric field and bottom for magnetic field.
No, you are confusing that. So here whatever, see, I will draw first. I will show differently. This is electric field. Okay. So it is oscillating up and down. This is electric field, up and down. This is electric field. Next, magnetic field like this, front and back type.
So it's like right or left?
Right or left, not front and back. So up and down is electric field, ma. This is one wave is moving up and down, moving like this. Okay, that is electric field. And how it is moving, magnetic field moving like this. So you have to observe in 3D plane. 3-dimensionally you have to think. See, x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Right? So x-axis, this is the direction of the radiation. Radiation is moving in x direction. So that means from this side to this side, radiation is moving. Then that radiation is associated with electric field and magnetic field. No? So electric field is moving like this. Okay, so up and down you have to observe. Radiation is moving in this direction. Magnetic field is moving up and down. Next, magnetic field, how it is moving? Front and this side, front side and back side, moving like this. So you have to look in 3-dimensionally, that is. So I will show you diagram like this. This diagram. See, that red color is there, no? That is magnetic field. Or you can take anything, that is electric field or magnetic field. Then one is up and down. That shade is there now. Gray
Yes,
color.
sir.
That is
Yes, sir.
magnetic field. You can count one is magnetic field, one is electric field. Now is it clear in 3D model?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So now electromagnetic radiation is associated with the electric field and magnetic field. These both are perpendicular to each other. Next point is not only perpendicular, these are perpendicular to each other and perpendicular to the propagation of the direction of the radiation. See, in X, Y and Z axis, how they are? All are in 90 degrees to each other, no?
Yes,
The
sir.
radiation also like that only. Okay, next point. This radiation is moving with the velocity of light. Light is normal only. It's moving with 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So this is the velocity of light. And it can travel in vacuum also. See, sound waves can travel only in
Material medium.
Yeah, in material medium only sound waves can travel. But light waves can travel in any medium. If there is no medium also, it can travel. Vacuum also it can travel, yeah. And this point over. So why we are calling this is electromagnetic waves? Because these radiations are associated with electric field and magnetic field. That's what we are calling electromagnetic radiation. So here the main point is the radiation is emitted from the source continuously. That's the main point. And next, what are the characteristics of this radiation? So this is careful listen. Most of the questions are based on this characteristics only. So characteristics of electromagnetic radiation. Don't write, listen. First one, wavelength. So it is denoted with lambda. So what is wavelength? So this is wave, right?
Yes, sir.
So wavelength is the distance between the two consecutive crests. These are called crest. These are called troughs. So which is coming upside, that is calling crest. Which is going downside, that is called trough. So now the distance between two adjacent crests or the distance between two adjacent trough, that is also called wavelength. You can take any one. The distance between the two adjacent crests are called wavelength. So what are the units of wavelength? So it is in a length only, no? So length, how we are measuring generally?
Meters.
Meter.
In meters only we are measuring. But these are very small wavelengths. That's what meters.
Nanometer.
Yeah, nanometers,
Micrometer.
picometers, and
Femtometers.
angstroms.
Micrometer.
Yeah, angstroms, centimeters we are using. So I will write the later. I will give you a notebook relation between these. So 1 meter is equal to 10 power minus 9 nanometers.
Yes, sir.
And
10 power minus 15.
1 angstrom is equal to 1 angstrom is equal to just wait. 1 nanometer. This 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 9 meters. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 10 meters. So very small. 1 angstrom means very small length. That is 1 nanometer means 10 power minus 9 meters. Or even you can write minus 7 centimeters. This is you can write 10 power minus 8 centimeters. These are the relations. Okay, wavelength is over. Next property is frequency.
Should we write this?
Later I will give you notes. Wait.
Okay.
So frequency.
Vibrations per second.
Yeah, cycles per second. Even vibrations per second. Cycles per second. This is you can define also. You can like that. Or units also cycles per second. Or simply you can write second inverse or hertz. Hertz. HZ.
Hertz.
Okay. See what is the definition of frequency? The number of cycles means number of waves, nothing but passed through a pinhole. That's called frequency. So the number of waves passed through a point in a second, that is called frequency. So here you decide a point. So how many waves like this, two kind of waves moving through a point in 1 second, that is called its frequency. Okay. So this is denoted with nu. Velocity of light is denoted with. So what is velocity definition?
The displacement upon a certain time.
So the distance traveled by an object in 1 second, it's called velocity. So here the distance traveled by a light in 1 second, that's called its velocity. So velocity units are meter per second. I think you already studied about this in science, physics. Meter per second. So what is the relation between frequency, velocity, and wavelength? Wavelength is lambda, no? So now see the relation. Nu is equal to C by lambda. This is the relation.
So it's a formula.
Yeah, formula. Later I will give you notes, don't worry. Frequency is equal to C by lambda. C is velocity of light, lambda is wavelength. So if you know frequency, you can calculate what is wavelength. Even you know wavelength, you can calculate frequency, because C is the constant value. This is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. This is
So
constant
C is
value.
speed of light,
Speed of light, C is.
and the U is frequency.
U is frequency. We shouldn't call it as U. It is a nu.
Okay, nu.
Yeah, nu. Nu. Can call nu. Okay, next. Velocity, frequency, wavelength, or next amplitude and wave number. Amplitude, it is
Up to
denoted with
which point a body can be displaced from its mean position.
okay. Simple definition is height of this crest. So how much height of this crest? That's called amplitude. Even you can call trough. Both are equal only, but in diagram I shown differently. But both having same.
So trough and crest are always the same.
Same, yeah. Both having same distance from the origin point.
Can we consider one as positive, other as negative?
Yeah, the sign is giving. These are upside, no, these are downside. The signs are giving, but however, the height of this crest is called amplitude. Depth of the trough also we can call amplitude only.
Okay.
Next, last one.
So if they say in a question that the amplitude of trough is 3, so it will be -3.
No. See, trough, that -3 refers that wave is in downside. Just you are calling a trough. So to represent the trough, that's minus sign.
So, but if the waves are irregular, then the distance
Wave
of
won't be regular. Wave is wave only. Always it maintains same amplitude. It won't changes.
okay.
So you are thinking sometime high amplitude, sometime low amplitude, like this, no?
Like
No,
noise.
it's not possible. It's not possible.
Sir, but sound waves.
Sound wave is different, ma. You were
Like you're
studying about light
screaming,
wave.
then you start
Yeah, that's the energy decreases now, so there changes happen. Next wave number is the number of waves present in 1 centimeter length. It is called wave number. So in one, suppose from here to here 1 centimeter length. So how many waves can accommodate in this centimeter length? That's called wave number. So 1 wave, 2 waves, 3 waves, 4 waves, so 5. So you can
any
call
number of
wave
waves.
number is it having actually, for example, I saw it told having number of waves. That's what we are calling wave number. The number of waves present in 1 centimeter distance.
It's specific 1 centimeter.
Yeah, 1 centimeter only. 1 centimeter.
So it can have infinite waves unless the length of the wave is given.
When length is giving, without length, how can you calculate? So 1 centimeter only we are considering. See here the relation with wavelength and V bar is equal to 1 by lambda. This is the relation.
So it's a reciprocal of lambda.
Yes, reciprocal of wavelength. It is called wave number. So units also you can find easily now. Wavelength units are meters. Then wave number units, meter inverse.
Meter inverse.
Yes, no. 1 by lambda, no. So meter becomes meter inverse. These are only characteristics of a wave. So note down this, then we will solve problems.
So you didn't. So we should write our own definition.
No, I will give you no notes.
Okay.
Just wait. Put subheading electromagnetic wave theory. This theory was put forward by James Clerk.
So previously you told me.
Maxwell.
Maxwell.
Yeah, Maxwell also. James Clerk and Maxwell together. Maxwell in 1864. The main points of this theory are: first point, the energy emitted from any source, source I'm writing, like the heater rod, or filament of a bulb, through which the electric current is passed. So the energy emitted from any source continuously in the form of radiations. The form of radiations. And is called the radiant energy. And is called the radiant. So underline this, continuous in form.
So just a second, I'm writing.
Done, sir.
Done.
Done, sir.
Okay. Next, second point. The radiation consists of electric and magnetic fields. Electric and magnetic fields. Oscillating perpendicular to each other. Oscillating perpendicular to each other. And both perpendicular in the direction of the both perpendicular to the direction of the propagation of the radiation. To the direction of the propagation of the radiation. Finish?
No, sir.
Okay. Next, third point.
Sir, can you just wait for a second? Just a second.
I'm writing second point.
First one, the last line.
Okay, right.
Done, sir.
Yes, sir, done. So, in the first point, the last line was and is called.
And is called radiant energy. Radiant
Okay, sir.
energy.
Thank you, sir.
Next, third point. This radiation possesses wave character. Possess wave character. And travel with the velocity of light. And travel with the velocity of light. So that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. So these radiations can travel in vacuum also. After that, subheading some important characteristics of a wave.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay.
Just a minute, sir.
Second point.
Yes.
Sir, done. You can erase.
Sir, done.
So in worksheet, I sent now some questions. Those all majorly based on this wavelength, frequency, and velocity problems only. So write first one, wavelength in bracket lambda. Wavelength of a wave, it is defined as the distance between any two consecutive consecutive crest or troughs. It is represented by lambda. Name is lambda. units. Meter, centimeter, nanometers, angstroms, picometers. So here I will write here relations, note down.
So between two consecutive crests or the
Crest,
TWO.
what?
The second line, TWO, not TO. No. Beginning.
Oh,
Between.
yeah. Between, I guess this is correct. Two consecutive crest or troughs. So here, 1 nanometer is equal to 10 power minus 9 meters, or small m, right here, 10 power minus 7 centimeters. 1 angstrom is equal to 10 power minus 10 meters, or 10 power minus 8 centimeters.
Done, sir.
Okay.
just a minute. Sir.
So what is
Hmm?
PM?
Picometer. PM means picometer. 1 picometer is equal to 10 power
10 to the
minus
power
12
minus
meters,
12.
or 10 power minus 10 centimeters. Picometer PM means. Finished all of you? Wavelength
No,
also
sir.
Yes, sir.
I will
No,
give
sir,
you-
just a minute.
Yeah. I will give you a minute time. Complete.
Done, sir.
Yes, all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, frequency. Don't write V, don't write U, and even don't write V. Combine like this. This is a new, we are calling new. It is defined as the number of waves. It is defined as the number of waves passing through a point in 1 second. Passing through a point in 1 second. It is represented by nu. In bracket write nu. Units. Cycle per second. Or you can show second inverse or even hertz. So that is we are showing Hz. Next property. Velocity. It is defined as the linear distance traveled by It is defined as the linear distance traveled by the wave in 1 second.
So just a second, I'm writing frequency.
So I think you know what is velocity units, meter per second, centimeter per second.
Yes, meter per second, centimeter per second, kilometer per hour.
Yeah, meter per second, centimeter per second.
So how do you pronounce the frequency? Is the term? I mean,
That is a nu.
nu.
No. Bracket I wrote.
Oh yeah.
Done, sir.
No, sir.
Just a minute, sir.
Finish?
No, sir. Sir, just a minute.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Finish? No.
Sir, velocity.
Velocity. Okay, right. Okay, then here write a loss definition. Or note down wave amplitude also. Maybe it is sometimes useful. Amplitude. Bracket small a. So it is the height of the crest it is the height of the crest or the depth of the trough. The depth of the trough.
So are you there?
Sir,
Yeah.
video is breaking.
Video
It
breaking.
paused.
Now also breaking.
Yes, sir. Now,
Yes, sir.
done, sir.
Okay. Is it video clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Done.
Right. Amplitude. It is the height of the crest or depth of the trough. Units same. Length units only. And it is denoted by A.
Sir, your video is freezing in the middle.
Hello?
Yes, sir, your video is freezing in the middle.
I think all of you have same problem.
So now it's okay.
Sir, now
Otherwise,
it's fine.
Now it's
Otherwise-
fine. No. Okay.
Otherwise, it's freezing or being paused.
Now
Now it's frozen.
frozen.
Again, it's frozen. So the board is also blurred.
What is blur?
Yes, sir. It's very blurred this time.
Very blur.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. More than the last time.
It's now.
No, sir, it's blur.
Yes, sir. It's blur.
Sir, but I can manage it to see somehow.
Yes, all of you.
So your video is also freezing in the middle,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
and it's extreme.